if you can't fit it into a tweet, or maybe you're just not on Twitter. Maybe you don't like Twitter. You don't want to be on there. You can still contact the show. You still have your voice heard. You can email the show, tableshow@gmail.com. And we have a email from a friend of the show, John Batten. And I'm going to remind you to hashtag be like John Batten.
There it is.
And email the show, tableshow@gmail.com. And he says, which did you enjoy more? Alexa shooting Randy Orton with a fireball. Fireball. All right. Or Kane setting fire to JR, or Kane setting JR on fire, right? He says, I really hope you get the audio for the latter. I did not. Sorry. But what did you enjoy more? I definitely Kane setting JR on fire. Definitely Team Kane on that one. Not much else. But Team Kane on that one. You're thinking about it, huh?
So here's the bad parts of both. Is when JR gets lit on fire, they have the worst audio dub over of him yelling for his life. It was so...
Right,
even
and I think
in the
that's
90s,
what he was asking for.
Yeah, and even in the 90s, you're like, what?
Yeah, that's bad, guys.
Randy Orton was bad, but it wasn't Randy Orton's fault. Randy Orton's was bad because, it was Peter Griffin hitting his knee and going, ah. And it was like, you guys, that would have been great if it was hits, in the face with the fireball, falls to the ground, rolls once, rolls
screams
twice.
once or twice, and we
screams once or twice, and then we're done. So
go back to her face grinning, like you did in the last show.
So I think I'm going to say the one I actually enjoyed the most was Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton, because those two didn't fail the segment. The segment was failed by the production team and
you could say that's
timing.
the same thing that failed the other one. I mean, but it's okay. You can be wrong once in a while. It's fine.
No, I'm not. I'm never wrong. But no, the Kane one was bad because it was just, it made me uncomfortable. It was just like, I don't ever want to see that again.
Yeah, well, you know what else Kane did that made you uncomfortable? Anyway.
Run for mayor.
Katie, yeah, well,
oh, you're talking in storylines. Yeah, Katie, Vic, and all that stuff. Yeah, no, but I'm talking about run for mayor.
Yeah, in real life, yeah.
Run for life. Parlor account. Anyhow,
you know who wasn't wrong? John Batten. So you should hashtag be like John Batten and email the show, tableshow@gmail.com. And don't forget also to use hashtag tweet the table on Twitter. You can follow us at Table Show. He is at TMac, MAC _816. I am at The Awesome Voice. And check out SpanishAnnounceTable.net. Subscribe to the audio podcast if you can't watch the YouTube. And tell your friend, S, about the show. Right? Mm-hmm. We need some exposure. We need some help. Send us some money. You can donate on SpanishAnnounceTable.net, and that'll help us put money into advertising for exposure.
And, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to listen and tune in to next week's episode because we're going to celebrate that the Chiefs are going to back-to-back Super Bowls. How much fun is that going to be?
That's going to be so fun. I'm going to enjoy all of that. But I enjoyed all of this as well. So I don't know if we've got any parting words for pro wrestling, but
go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
The Spanish Announce Table.